6'10" former Oklahoma Sooner, making his first appearance on the Pistons court. He is the five-time NBA All-Star, All-NBA performer. Time to put your hands together for the new Piston to see number 23. This is Blake Griffin. Give him a big Detroit welcome.
In Blake's first full season with Detroit after being traded from Los Angeles the year prior, he had a season that landed him on the All-NBA third team, as he led the Pistons back to the playoffs. This is one of my favorite random seasons from one of my favorite players ever. Now, Blake wasn't at his physical peak in 2019, but on the year he put up fantastic numbers. 24.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5.4 assists for his traditional averages. Per 75 possessions, that comes out to 26, 8, and 6 on a career-high 18.9 field goal attempts per 75 possessions. For efficiency, he shot 46, 36, 75 for his splits, which is good for a true shooting percentage of 58.1, 2.1% above the league average. Now, though he didn't attack the rim as frequently nor as tenaciously as he did in the early 2010s, he was still efficient. On 6.6 rim attempts per 75, he finished at a clean 67%, which is on par with Jokic that season. His elite strength still allowed him to finish through contact, and though he wasn't exploding at the rim like it was 2014 all over again, he was still creating a lot of his own looks, and doing so in an impressive manner. Only 38% of his at-rim looks were assisted, which is in the 93rd percentile in 2019, by far a career low and a far cry from the 71% figure of 2013, when he had Chris Paul feeding him the rock. But don't worry, Blake still broke out the vintage hops occasionally for a sick highlight.
And it's the other way with the Pistons, and in comes Griffin, who will hammer one home.
51 2 nights ago. Blake Griffin against him. Nice show and go move, and tomahawks it down.
He was a true student of the game, a wonderful husband and father, and he'll be missed. We're sending all of our Rockets love to his wife, kids, and grandkids.
The most notable part of Blake's game this year was his three-point prowess. He started to play with the three ball in 2018, but he took it up another level in 19. His three-point attempt rate was a career-high 38.9%, and he canned 36.2% of them on a solid volume of 7 attempts per game, as he let the ball fly with confidence. Again, very smooth and lots of confidence in his mechanics. He self-created a lot of his looks, but he was also great off the catch, 37% on catch-and-shoot threes. Blake has always been a fantastic passer as a big as well, 5.4 assists per game this year and 13.4 assist points generated per game. He also created 4.7 high-value assists per 75, and Basketball Index graded his playmaking an A for the season. Additionally, he was still an above-average rebounder. His defensive impact wasn't nearly as strong as he was average to below average as defender on the perimeter and around the rim, but he was frequently paired with Andre Drummond, who stabilized the defense. Blake also paired well with Reggie Jackson, who was an awesome primary ball handler and shooter for the Pistons. The Griffin-Drummond-Jackson trio played 1,580 minutes in 2019 and were a very solid plus 6 points per 100. Now here are some of Blake's best games by game score from the 2019 season, most notably highlighted by his revenge game against the Clippers in Los Angeles on January 12th, where he put up 44, 8, and 5 on 13 of 23 shooting and 13 of 14 from the free throw line. And of course, his Pistons got the W. Sadly, as Detroit geared up for a playoff series versus MVP Giannis and the Bucks, he sustained an injury that many suspected would knock him out for the series. After missing Detroit losses in games 1 and 2, where the Pistons lost by an average of 28 points per game, Blake made it back for games 3 and 4, where he heroically put up 25, 6, and 6, including shooting 46% from 3. Now, 2019 is not Blake's best season, nor would I argue that it is, but without a doubt, it is one of his most impressive and resilient. It's a season about a player who changed his game to stay impactful even as his body and situation changed around him, something that I find insanely admirable for a true NBA superstar. Now let me know in the comments, what do you think about 2019 Blake Griffin, and what other modern seasons would you like to see me highlight? Until next time, this is Up in the Nosebleeds.